Hello and welcome to the Busy Mom Knits video blog, or if you want to call it a podcast, you can call it a podcast. I don't like calling it a podcast because it's, podcasts are audio. I'm Amanda and I'm here to talk to you about what I'm knitting, how approximately, right now it's approximately how long it was taking me to knit it, when I find time to knit, and whether or not it's a project that is worked while in a high distracting environment. This is episode 2. Okay, so this week has been a good week for finished objects. First and foremost, I'm so excited. I completely finished the dark Little Honey sweater by Amy Miller that was knitted with the Autumn Advent from Mountain Sage Fiber. I'll put a picture of the Little Honey sweater and stuff with the info. The pattern can be found on Ravelry. I did make a modification on the neckline. I just did a couple of short rows. I think I did like 3 short rows. It's not very many. I did only have left the ribbing and the cast off, and doing the weaving in the ends. Now, whenever I was weaving in the ends, it dawned on me, I don't know why I didn't, even in the first sweater, it didn't even dawn on me on the first sweater, weaving in all the ends, I could have carried my main color all the way through, okay? But I didn't. There is hay all over it. I'll put a picture right here of my little girl in it, wearing it this morning, getting it hay all over it. But, whenever the boy was wearing it last night or the night before, he couldn't find the pockets, and I only assume because they're this is dark and he was having a hard time finding the pockets, so they're blended right on in. That's one of the things that I liked about this pattern, is they had the blended in pockets and whatnot. It is a top down sweater. It was super duper, it is a super duper easy knit. Even the arms, it's kind of mindless. You as long as you use a marker, you can figure out that you really don't have to think much about the decreases and whatnot. I cast it on the first day of fall with the advent calendar, because I followed the advent calendar. This is the main colors, the tonal, from the tonal advent color, the big, the advent calendars were 11 minis and 1 big, one full. And so I switched the things. You can see whenever I talk about that on my shorts. But this is Mulberry, the tonal main color, and then the rest is the variegated stripes. And I like the other sweater better. I'm gonna put a picture of it right here. But I mean, I don't hate this sweater. It's super duper cute. I love the red and stuff. I love the stripes. But let me know which one you like more, or if you like them the same, or would you do something just blindly making a sweater from an advent? Because is that too daring? It's a children's sweater, so that means it can totally, it could totally be as fun as you want it to be. So that was that. My next finished project was, it's quote finished because I'm not doing any more to it, was the Doodle Stocking by Jamie Lomax. This is the Jamie Lomax doodles. She does the doodle cards. And then she has the directory, and she has the digital stuff, and so you just pick out the color work you want to do, and then you just kind of add it in. She has the pattern the basic patterns with that would fit the color work. And so that's all that is. They're really fun, really easy. As far as color work goes, this was super duper easy. It was super quick. Like, I didn't spend much time. Like, most of these took me less than an hour. Most lines, like, I think total time it was like 10 to 12 hours tops on this thing of total work time. It was late night knitting or knitting whenever I go to tumbling class and stuff, whenever I can really focus on it. Other than that, I mean, it's like it's so simple but looks so much like so complex. Now the next one, I'm going to be making one every, you might see, like, I'm going to try to get as many done as possible up until Christmas time. I may try to get 2 in a week done. I may just get 1. I may get half of 1. I don't know how fast I want to do this, but I do know that I'm going to make the smaller one where it's 3 rounds. It's 3 repeats on the next one instead of 4. And then I'm going to like make it a lot shorter, so it's going to be more like this size. It's like going to be like half the size versus like this thing's like way, like, look how big this stocking is. Like, seriously, I was not expecting it. Like, I don't know why, like, in my head it wasn't like, I was like, that's not that big of a stocking. I gave the measurements and I was like, that's not that big. And it's all like, then I was like knitting, I was like, this thing's huge. I may be putting a fabric liner in it just to, like, you know, but that's later, maybe, and that's a big fat maybe. This may just hang on my wall because I'm really not going to use it for anything. It's just going to hang, and it's too much. It's too big, and I'm going to make matching ones for everybody else. Okay. And then, next, I'm gonna flip my notes. I've like been talking, but I don't flip my notes and I don't keep up with it. Like, my notes are pretty, like, they're not PowerPointed. They're very scripted, and I don't know why, like, I start going off script because I don't want to read. But at the same time, I need to actually turn the pages whenever I go through. Oh, my last finished object is the Susie Carmichael socks. Okay, this is the second time I'm filming this because, like, the first one got all messed up. I had them right here, but now, like, my daughter's already wearing them because she couldn't wait any longer. I'm gonna put a picture of them right here, and I'm gonna leave them here. Like, if you can see, like, I did Lacey's. I need to talk with my hands because, like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this at, and I'm gonna be all like, I need to not think that I'm going to be doing that. But I put Lacey's on the top, like I did like a frilly on the top, and it's sewn down and it's filled out, like, and if you see that it's just below the knee, the color work is a basic color work pulled from online. I said a flower chart. Like, I think I Googled flower chart and I just kind of picked out which one that I felt was more like gave Susie vibes. If you don't know who Susie Carmichael is, Susie Carmichael from Rugrats, right here. I'm putting her right here. She is Olive's favorite character, or like, she's my 7-year-old. She's her favorite character. She loves her. So the Susie socks. Now I was gonna put like I was trying to figure out how to do, like, for her bows for her hair. I was trying to figure out how to put reds on the tips. I was gonna do French knots, and then it dawned on me, like, after I already, like, got all done and stuff, I was all like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get beads, and so, like, I'll get beads and I'll sew them in. Had I thought of beads beforehand, I probably would have knitted them in, but because I thought of after, I'm gonna get, like, I'm gonna put them on after and sew them in. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, but for now, they are completely finished. I have to look for beads, and who knows how long that's gonna take and what I'm gonna choose and stuff like that. So right now, she's running around with them and wearing them. So there is that. Okay, that is it for my finished objects. Okay, next is works in progress. I did not really cast on anything this week. Like, I didn't really cast on anything. I was gonna, like, you know, I was thinking about doing like a gnome or like casting on his clothes for this guy over here. But I never did, and because I was really working on finishing objects, and so that is all I have to say about that. This is my work in progress. This is also my design in progress. I am hoping to have it like enough to start testing and like send it out to like late February or early March, because there are like some things that I need to like correct and whatnot. But it's a fold over like right here, but it is going to have sleeves underneath, and I'm doing full sleeves, and I'm like, you know, long sleeves, and you know, it's going to be really nice. I am I'm doing a couple things, like I'm like the fading of the ribbing out, and it's going to end up being cropped. I'm going to put a picture right here of my daughter doing a fit check. It fits so well. I was so happy with myself. You guys don't even know, because it's just, I was so super excited. It looks like my yarn scurried away. Okay, stand by. I'm gonna get my yarn. Okay, I got my yarn. Okay, so this is Freshly Squeezed on the Sage Sparkle base by Mountain Sage Fiber. It is like an orangish yellow, like depending on how you look at it and what color you see it through. You know, like as it's like either orange or yellow, but it's so pretty. And this is Alpenglow. It is a mohair, and I am holding them double. Like I'm holding them double, and it's making this beautiful, like bright color. I think this is a very good like Christmassy color, like, especially like with the colors that are like nowadays and stuff like that. But I'm hoping to have this thing done for her by like 2 weeks before Christmas. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of like this month, maybe just after Thanksgiving. But if I don't, 2 weeks before Christmas should be great. This is a super, like I'm designing it to be a more easy knit. There is some focus whenever it comes to like, you know, like the sleeves, like starting here and stuff, like very minor. I'm making like the design very intuitive, like based on like where you can really just base it off the previous row whenever with anything going on. The cast on is going to be really big because of the fact that it goes all the way around your shoulders, you know. But if you would be interested in doing a test knit, we're going to talk about like it's going to be like February, March, okay? Please, you can message me now. So like if because I'd be willing to, as I'm making the grades of the pattern or whatever, if you want to get started so you can work slower or whatever, you know what I mean, as I grade it and whatnot. Now that I have the initial grading, I don't have, like, it's going to be a little bit easier to base that math and continue it on like all the different, because this is a very good like it's not a middle size, it's probably a pretty small size, but at the same time, and like I'm going to go a lot smaller and then I'm going to go a lot bigger. But because I got an initial numbers, it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna whatever, okay? Like, I have a plan, I've been working it out, and if you're interested, just message me and I'll keep you in mind for later. Okay, that was it for my works in progress. Let's see, was there anything else that I left out? I said I was going to put the picture of her trying it on whenever I was going to complete it. Yeah, much more to come. Okay. Next is acquisitions. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to buy anything else, and I am not. I haven't been. I know I know this looks brand new, but it's not. It's been sitting in my closet for like ever. This one's kind of like messed up, but same thing. Okay, so I have several of these. Like these two colors particularly. I think there's a third color, I can't remember. But I just grabbed these two just for reference of place. It's 100% baby alpaca. And I pulled these from my stash because they've been there and I love them. Like, I absolutely love them. I made a baby, like a little kid sweater. It was like a piggy one for my 2-year-old daughter. And I had every intention of making my son something to match her twin, like, but I've already made these sweaters for the twins, so like it's time to like move on and go to like another child. So I was all, well, I got the blue and the dark blue. I made a sweater a while back, a tractor sweater. I'll put a picture, one of the pictures right here. It's not a very good one, I don't think it is, but it's a tractor sweater. And I made it and my daughter accidentally put it in the wash, and it got washed and it shrank tremendously. Okay? And I had made it extra big for him so he can wear it for like 2 or 3 years, but now it's basically getting passed down to the 3-year-old from the 5-year-old to the 3-year-old. So I'm remaking a sweater, and this one I'm going to be making thinner. I'm going to be making it with the baby alpaca, and I want to make a tractor sweater. That's what, like, I'm taking this, I'm pulling it out, and I'm going to be making a new tractor sweater for, and since it's like the alpaca and it's like the fingering weight versus the worsted weight wool, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be fluffier, but it's gonna be thinner, and it's, you know, we'll see how it goes, but that'll be nice. So that is the acquisitions. I'm pulling it from my stash. It is going to the front of the line, so we'll see. You'll see the start of the cast on. Oh, I'm making it from the bottom up. I like whenever I make sweaters, but like I do like a bottom up sweater because I like making the sleeves separately. I like making a sleeve, and then you make the body, and then you can join everything. I love doing that. It makes things like a lot easier. So I will be slowly doing that. Hopefully next week I will have something to show you as far as the sleeves go, and yeah, that's it for that. Knitting plans. Okay, knitting plans. My knitting plans, if you guys saw like last week's, I was talking about wanting to cast on. I still haven't cast it on, just by the way. Like I told you that I'm looking for the right pattern because it's so bright, so colorful. This is I dyed this up to be, it's supposed to be Chucky Finster. Okay, so we got the orange with the blue shirt and the pants, and then he's got like red, and he got the purple glasses, you know? But it's rainbow too, okay? But I was going to do it in like the Chucky order somehow. But anyways, it's so bright, it's so colorful, it's so much fun. I've been dying to use this specific yarn. I can't decide on whether or not I want to make like a sweater with stripes, because I'm not, like I said, like I'm going very basic, because that's what I do. And stripes are always easy, and they have like, they give a lot of variation without a lot of work. Yes, weaving in ends or whatever, but overall it's like, it does give a lot for less, you know, you don't have to concentrate a lot. So I'm contemplating like 4, but okay, I don't care for shawls, but at the same time, they're nice for around the house. And I think making a shawl from this with maybe like a white as the main color, or maybe I'll grab the Tommy Pickles, like for the Tommy Pickles color that I dyed up, and do that as like an overlay. It'll be blue on top, like, but like, I don't know, I can make it look fun. And as maybe do like the Spike Punch shawl by Katie DeGroff Knits, or Katie DeGroff Designs. She's on Ravelry. I have that pattern. And then there's the Never Ending Story shawl. Like, both seem like they can have like a main color with the underlay, and that would look really good as a rainbow through the whole thing. And that would, like, I'm thinking maybe that, and I can have it around the house, and I can just like put around the house with it. Or I can do a full shirt, or a long sleeve shirt, t-shirt, maybe the palm strings tank, because it's so bright I can wear it during the summertime. I have yet to decide, and I need, like, if you guys have suggestions, please put them in the comments. And I'm hoping to feel like I'm hoping to cast on maybe this week, maybe next week. I really want to choose like something really fun for it. So, because I don't know, it's so much fun. It's like, it's so, like, Chucky's so much fun, a character and stuff like that. It's all like, and I don't know, it just seems, to me in my head, it's a project I really want to do, and I want to get it right, and I think it's going to, like, you know, be a lot of fun. Now, the problem with the shawl, too, is there is a lot of paying attention, because whenever it's like the Spikes Punch and the Never Ending Story, like, the repeat's fine. The repeat's fine. It's the making it bigger, you know? It's like the adding. And so I have to pay attention that much, but a lot of times that's not that bad. A lot of times I can do it as long as, like, it'll be a nighttime project, or like an early morning project, or like, you know, whenever I go to the park or something. Other than that, it should be okay. Other knitting plans. If you are doing Granddad Gnome by Sarah, Lord knows I'm not going to say her name, but Imagine Landscapes. If you're doing it, please let me know in the comments, and tell me who's your Ravelry so I can follow that, and I can I am a Snoopy McSnooperson. I am looking at everybody's projects and stuff like that. So if you're doing it, let me know. And I can, I'm doing it. I'm going to start it. It starts December 1st, and it goes till the winter solstice, 21st, 22nd, and it's a lot of fun. It's like this, the whole knit along. It's, last year I did the Nana, Grand Nan, like, whoever, with the little cape and stuff. Oh, it's so cute. Like, the lady who made, like, you know, Nettle. I need to make Numpkin or Grumpkin or whatever his name is, so they can sit next to each other. But if you're doing that, please let me know. And so I can follow along too. I don't have Instagram anymore because I didn't have the mental capacity for it. But I may need to get back on just to, like, because everybody's there. But at the same time, I'm like, I got off just in time because, oh my gosh, like, I don't even want to talk about it, okay? But, like, that's why I'm on YouTube now and not on the Instagram anymore, because I just do not have the mental capacity for the For You page of Instagram. And there's several people that I miss so much on their Instagrams, but at the same time, I like, you know, a lot of them I follow on the YouTube. And so I just, like, you know, I'm in a trend, like, I'm in a time of my life where I just, you know, like, you guys, you know, I want to digress on that for a while, okay? So if you are doing the Granddad Gnome, this, let me know in the comments, and we can all follow each other and stuff like that, you know. I'm Busy Mom Knits, or maybe I'm Busy Mama Knits. Like, I may be Mama, M-O-M-M-A, on Ravelry, because there's been there was a couple places where I had to, like, change it because it was already taken, you know. But anyways, for the knitting portion, that is it. That is all I have for today. Really, like, so if you're here for just the knitting stuff, I will see you next time. I'll see you later. I have no judgment. I don't care. You know, like, if my random ramblings are not for you, I'll see you later. No big deal. Like, whatever. I am hoping to have more information. Like, I'm going to start actually writing, like, putting down timers and stuff, so I have more of a known time it took, like a physical time it took versus like an estimate it needed, because I feel like sometimes whenever I knit late at night, I knit for longer than what I think I knit for. Some of you guys have been there. If you know, you know. And so I am going to start using a stopwatch and logging it into my time so that way I can get that for you. But that'll come down later on the road. But listen, I'll see you later. Bye. Like, subscribe, whatever. I'll see you later. Okay, now for random ramblings of this crazy person. Okay, so for books, I have been in quite the reading slump. I opened a few of my, because I thought I wanted to read a cozy mystery, but I opened one and I was all like, I wasn't getting into it, so I was all like, no, these are so much fun for me. If I'm not into it, I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna ruin the whole thing, the whole experience, by listening to it whenever I'm not jiving it right now, because I know I'll be into it, I'm just not right now for whatever reason. And then on Libby, my Hold On Cujo popped up. I know I said I was gonna take a break from Stephen King, but it popped up. It's been I was in line for it for forever. So I was like, oh, I'll just put it on. And I'm not really it's not really a big jive. I don't feel like I need to jive with it to just have it on and have an interest in it. So I've been listening to that, and it's just there was a couple parts of the storyline that I forgot about, and it was kind of some of the setup and stuff. So that's been nice, kind of fun. But other than that, I have been listening to Count of Monte Cristo on Audible, and this is my first time going through the complete thing. I started it in the past and I never got through with it. I am not to a part where I left off before, because this is the very, very beginning. I'm on the where he's barely been arrested and he's in prison now, you know, for something he didn't do or something like that, for treason or whatever it was. I think it was treason, if I remember. It's now I can't remember. I was all that's another thing. That's why I was I cannot get into these books. So if you have a suggestion of a book to that you like to cleanse your palate with, whenever you're not it kind of boosts your book morale. Maybe I'm just in a funk because I've been listening to too many books. Maybe that's the problem, and so I've had too much going, too much one after another and zipping through them, and maybe that's why I just need a break from them altogether. But if you have a suggestion on a book, put it in the comments and let me know, because I love to be in a better book mood, because whenever I read, whenever I listen to books, it visually plays out into the movie to the point where there are books that I look back on, audiobooks that I look back on, and I'm like, did I watch that as a movie, or was that just the audiobook? Because it plays out in the movie in my head. So TV, as far as TV goes, I've just been watching everybody's podcasts. I've been anybody that posts up, I've been catching up with backlogged on people's podcasts, on their knitting podcasts, and I've been, if you want to because she just got over 500 followers recently, and then she just took off right after, she went from 500 to next thing you know she has over 800. I'm not sure what she's at now, but she's got enough followers, and then to get the monetization now she has to have the watch time. So if you want ever Evan Knits Things, EVAN. Evan Knits Things, go over to her channel, watch some of it. If you like it, subscribe, and go through her stuff. And because I've been watching her backlog so she can get more watch hours, and like I just like, and it's fun to watch, you know. I'll do a list of like the knitting podcasts that I watch, because like there's a couple of like Irish people that I watch and stuff like that, because I love the Irish accent, you know, like all day long. But I do want to find more like American podcasters to watch too, so I can suggest the American ones. And I do have, like, I have several, but like there's several that are like, that I watch, I'm like, they're Canadian, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't count. I almost count like Canadians as like the but it's like, because it's not overseas, but at the same time I'm like, no, it's still not American. Like, so like I've been trying to, you know, find more American based people so I can just suggest them more, just because of, I have my own reasons. It's not really political so much as economical, and what's the word I'm looking for, like good for the planet, like what word is that? I'm drawing a blank. Fill in the word. If you've been here this long, fill in the word that I'm thinking of in the comments whenever you're like, whenever it's good for, like, well, you're doing it because it's like, it's better for the planet to do things a certain way. Like, you're doing it for, you know, to like, so it's closer to you. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, you know, if you know, you know. Put it in the comments to answer my question. If you've been here that long, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for today. I'm like, I really don't have much. I did get a lot done this week. I'm so excited I got so much done. But I feel like I don't know, maybe I did. Maybe it's like I talked a lot more than what I think I did. That's another thing, is like, in my head I'm not talking as much, but it might be longer than I think. Anyways, if you enjoyed yourself listening, like, you know, subscribe, consider subscribing. You do not have to turn on the notification bell, because I don't do it for anybody. Let me know. Do you turn on the notification bell for anybody? Do you pay attention to that notification bell for anybody? Because I don't. I'll watch it whenever I watch it, and like, because they pop up as soon as you open it up. Like, it's, they pop up. It's like, I won't ask you to hit that notification button, because I don't, so I'm not gonna ask you to do something that I wouldn't. So, bye.